Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Shawn's the name and dull laws is what we're talking about today. Get it? Dullas? Dullas? Lol, accents are fun. We could all use a little extra cash, right? I mean, who doesn't love money? You're a liar if you say you don't love money. So today, I want to go over my best paying side hustles you can do from pretty much the comfort of your own home to increase your yearly salary. And this video is not to be confused with the other two cash money moolah making videos that I posted before. I'm going to be giving you completely new ideas today. I'm not going to be talking about anything in the top 10 passive income stream videos that I did here, or in the video I did on the best nomadic or jobs you can do from pretty much anywhere in the world here. So if you want to check those videos out, then you definitely can. I'll leave them linked down below. But again, this video is going to have completely new ideas. So I guess if you really want to be crushing it, you can check those videos out after the end of this one to get even more ideas. But let's get you making some serious side cash ASAP. Okay, so whatever your situation is, whether you need a little bit of side cash to help pay for some bills, have a little bit of Play-Doh, whatever, pay off debt, whatever your situation is, these are my 9 best paying side hustles to get you some really good income to add every single year. And I've actually experienced almost every single one of these on my list today. So I'm talking from experience when I tell you these strategies. It's not just like the other 95% of videos you see online where people are like, let me Google a cool blog post and then make a video on it. You know who you are. Speaking from experience is the best way to go, but I must say, in no way, shape, or form are these side hustles supposed to be main income streams. They are side hustles. You do them on the side. They are a bonus to what you're currently doing. The side hustles I'm talking about today should be able to increase your yearly income by $25,000 a year. The math is based on making $60 an hour and you having 8 hours of extra time a week to spend on these side hustles. That's only 48 hours a week and should literally be nothing. But I also want to say that not every job on this list is paying $60 an hour. Some are paying a little bit less and some are paying a lot more, but I conservatively use the number $60 an hour to give kind of a baseline of where we're going to get today. So let's get started. First and foremost, and arguably my favorite side hustle on this entire list, just because I find it really fun to do, is going to be joining a contact list for a focus group. Focus groups are basically a group of people that participate in a guided discussion about a particular product or service before it's even launched. Basically just paid to give your opinion on something. I usually do like one of these a month, but I could probably do about one a week if I did every single one that was sent my way. But each one varies. You typically get paid anywhere from $50 to $300, and they take anywhere from an hour to 3 hours to do. So it usually averages out to be about $75 an hour. And like I said, I really enjoy these because I kind of consider myself a pretty decent marketer. And it's really cool to see what major companies are doing and how they're actually getting their market research for some major products that you see every single day. I've done some pretty baller focus groups. One of them was with Powerade. I got to taste test a lot of the new flavors before they were released. Another one was with Nike. I got to see some sick concept shoes before they were actually released. And then I've actually got one coming up in about a week or two that I'm doing on tablets. So it's just really exciting to see things that you probably haven't seen before or things that you have seen and you're actually seeing how the creators of them tweak and make them better. Focus groups are baller. I highly recommend you check them out. Some of them are like Skype conversations you can do from your own home, and some of them you actually go to an actual location and kind of sit in a room and you do kind of like this whole focus group thing. They're really easy to get going on. Just Google, focus group companies near me. You'll find like 5 to 10 of them easily within like a 5-mile radius. And then you pretty much just sign up, fill out a bunch of demographic info, tell them about yourself so they can kind of put you into categories. And then they'll just send you emails or give you calls every time a focus group comes up that applies to you. It's awesome. Like I said, I could probably do one once a week because I'm signed up with a few local companies in Phoenix, but I usually only end up doing like one a month because I really only pick the products that I think are going to be really fun to do because I don't necessarily need the money. But if you are really in a bind and you really need the money, you could probably do one of these every single week or maybe even more. That's some pretty good income, but next up on my list, number 2 is actually something very similar to focus groups, but it's more of a one-on-one type of conversation, and I would say about 95% of the time it's actually done from the comfort of your own home. It's something called Respondent. If you want to sign up for this, I will leave a link down below for you to do so, but it's really cool. It's the same thing like a focus group. You fill out your demographics, and pretty much they custom mold projects for your specific situation to kind of work with brands and advertisers and companies, and you get paid incredibly well on Respondent. Like the average I've seen on my profile for my demographics is like $100 an hour per project. And each project is completely different from the next. Some are literally just 30-minute conversations you have via Skype or sometimes like just on the phone. Some are really cool, like the company will send you a product and then you kind of write a one-page review on it for them. And some give you like a little task to go through an app and you do certain things or whatever. So I highly recommend you at least just go get signed up. Click the link right now, go get signed up, browse what projects pertain to you, and even if there's nothing you find intriguing or nothing that you qualify for, you might as well get signed up. It's free, and then you can pretty much just check back every week or two and see what projects are hitting and what you'd be interested in and what you get qualified for, because it's, again, incredibly good money. But all right, number 3. This is probably one of the most popular things on this list I'm going to talk about, and it's selling some sort of service on either Fiverr or Upwork.com. So again, a lot of people already pretty much know about these, but if you've got a very serious skill that a lot of people are willing to pay good money for, you can make upwards of, $80, $150 an hour, $200 an hour. I mean, depending on your skill set, you can charge some serious money on Upwork.com. Actually, at Direction Desk, our standing desk company, we actually hire a guy on there to do all of our like graphic design stuff for our products. He's amazing. We pay him like $30 an hour. And we love it. He loves getting paid. We love getting the work he does. So Upwork is a phenomenal place if you have a really good skill set. You can go get signed up on there for free and you start making money right away. But if you're sitting there going, well, Shawn, I don't really have a unique skill set that people would pay a lot of money for, then don't worry. Go to Fiverr.com and you can pretty much get paid to do literally anything on there. I mean, you can search whatever, like the weirdest things, like, I don't know, people singing or dancing or doing just honestly random things on there, and other people will pay for it. So you can put up a unique listing and people will pay you, a little bit less money, $5 to $15 per project, but you could probably do 1 to 3 projects every single hour. So it's actually pretty decent money, and it doesn't hurt to go put up a listing and just see what happens. But Upwork and Fiverr are great resources to actually utilize. So again, highly recommend you check those ones out. The next one on my list, number 4, is a great one. It's just straight up hustling. This is a side hustle video. So get out there and hustle. I'm talking about buying something for less than what it's worth and selling it for more than what it's worth. Back in the day, we used to only have Craigslist.com for the most part. Now we've got Craigslist, we've got Facebook Marketplace, Upwork, Let Go. I mean, there's like a bajillion sites you can buy used goods from, and you can resell them as well. I can't even tell you how many times I've actually bought things on Craigslist and those other sites that I am not even interested in, but I know that someone's selling them just to get rid of them, and I've resold them for a 20 to 40% markup, and it's like the easiest money I've ever made. Look, people literally put stuff up on there just because they want it out of their house. They're like, oh, this thing's probably worth 100. I just want it gone. I'm gonna sell it for 50, 60 bucks. Someone come pick it up and just get it out of here. Or people put a listing up and it's not a good listing. There's like no photos, or there's one photo, or there's no information about the product, and they just get very little amount of money because not as many buyers are interested in it. It's so easy to buy something, make a really good listing, and make some serious money on it. Here's what you do, okay? You have to actually pick a niche. You can't just expect to find a great deal on there just from browsing randomly. I mean, you can, but it's a lot easier and a lot more efficient if you pick a niche like, Barbies or Hot Wheels or, comics books or something specific that I know what these things are valued at and what they can sell for. And you set up a search query. So anytime someone lists something about that niche or those kind of products, it'll have you email you if they're kind of a certain price range. So you get that set up and you get an email. Every time one of these listings goes up, you can call them immediately and say, hey, I want to pick this up. I want to buy it. you go buy it, and then you just make a great listing and you resell it for a higher price. And sure, it might take a week or two to get that price, a little bit longer, but you're still making 20 to 40% on that purchase. Gary Vee preaches about this strategy all the time because it works. I can't even tell you how many times I bought cars and boats on Craigslist or on other sites and have resold them for a massive profit. And you don't have to actually go for really high-end expensive stuff. I mean, you could buy something for $50, sell it for $95, and that's an insane margin. So do not underestimate buying and reselling. That side hustle is actually amazing and can be really profitable, especially if you have a little bit of extra time. But the next one on my list, number 5, it's so mainstream, I almost didn't throw it into this list, but so many people would have probably said, Shawn, you forgot about these 2 really popular sites. And yeah, I'm talking about Uber and Lyft. Now, I didn't want to really include them in my list because they're not the best side hustles. Once you factor in the depreciation on your car, the gas, the time, all the BS you have to deal with people, like, it's honestly just not that great return on the time you put into it. But if you really love driving, you got a Prius, you love talking to people, maybe you do like Uber and Lyft, maybe it is a really good side hustle for you. But I will say it's not as profitable as a lot of people think it is. But I guess if you just don't really want to think about anything and you just want to get in your car and drive to make money, then yeah, Uber and Lyft is a great option for you. It's just not really something I would probably do, but I figured I'd throw it in this list because I actually did try it way back in the day when they first got started. And it was just kind of wishy-washy, but it's part of the side hustle list. So again, if it's for you, it's for you. Okay, number 6 is a pyramid scheme. We all love pyramid schemes, right? And I'm not talking about Arbonne or Vima or Forever Green or Isogenics or whatever. If you do those things, no hate. I mean, kill it while you can. But what I'm talking about is Rakuten. Rakuten? I don't know, some Japanese company. It was formerly known as Ebates, but Rakuten ended up acquiring them back in 2014, and just now, a couple months ago, got around to actually changing their profile pic and their profile name, so now it's known as Rakuten. But basically, this website's actually pretty dope. I mean, I actually use it myself to save some money. You pretty much just shop online, and you can shop on major stores like Walmart and Kohl's and Under Armour or whatever, and they pay you cash back like a credit card, but the rates are pretty legit. We're talking like 5 to 15%. Now, if you're sitting there going, Shawn, that's saving money, not necessarily making money. I got you, okay? Hold up. I know. They've got this cool feature on there where you can kind of refer friends and family and make $25 for every single person who signs up. Pyramid scheme. No, just kidding. It's not a multi-level marketing, which a pyramid scheme is. It's pretty much just an affiliate program that they have for their users on their website. So you can pretty much promote it out to friends and family and make $25, which is pretty legit. But I will say on their terms of service, affiliate marketing contract thingamajig, you do actually have to refer people who end up spending a minimum of $25. But that's chump change. Girls walk into Sephora and spend 3 months rent on painting supplies. And don't get me wrong, us dudes appreciate it, but I'm just saying, $25 is chump change. But a simple Facebook or Instagram post just promoting it out to friends and family and showing them how they can save some money could easily make you, 20 to 40 signups, which is like what, $500 to $1,000 for literally like 5 minutes of your time. You do like 4 posts of those a year and you're set. So with that being said, my referral link is actually linked down below, and actually every dollar I make from this referral thingamajig, I'm gonna actually use that money to do some sort of cool experiment. So whether we do some sort of weird giveaway or actually invest in something that is incredibly risky and a lot of people don't wanna do, just because I think it'd be a really cool video. I don't know. I'll think it's something really cool and creative we can do with that money. But next up on our list on the number 7 spot is actually something I find super hilarious. And it's something I actually haven't done. This is one thing on the list I actually haven't done, but it's selling your services as a friend. Yeah, you can literally sell your friendship. You got a friend in me. There's literally a website called Rentafriend.com. You can literally sign up for someone to pay for you to be their friend. It sounds wild and kind of sketchy, but it's actually 100% legit. I've actually looked at their terms of service, and like escorting and all this other kind of shady stuff you think would occur doesn't occur on the website. I guess it kind of makes sense for people who travel with a group but want advice from locals. Plus, it could be great for finding like a +1 to events, or bringing guests to like business functions. I don't know. The prom date option on there is like a little bit sketchy. It's hilarious, I know, but this website in service is literally worldwide. So anywhere in the world, you should be able to sign up and start making some money on it. If you're an outgoing person, it does make sense. For me, I don't know if it makes sense. I'm not that outgoing. I'd be a little bit nervous and kind of like shaky when I go meet people like that. But you could sell your services for pretty much anywhere from $20 to $50 an hour. And from the reviews and from some other stuff I found online, like a lot of people actually really enjoy it. Still kind of blows my mind and kind of weird that you can rent a friend, but again, it's good money. And on the topic of renting, our next one, number 8 this time for real, is actually renting a spare bedroom on Airbnb. There's very little maintenance and work involved with this, and it can be incredibly profitable, especially if you live in high foot traffic areas like LA, Miami, New York, whatever. It's super easy money to be made. If you've literally got a spare bedroom in your house, you might as well list it up and make a couple $100 every single month just from people staying there a night here, a night there, and a night here. But the last one on my list is actually a really good one, like all of them on my list, and it's actually getting registered on TaskRabbit.com. It's a super cool website that is pretty much just being like an extra set of hands for whatever people in your area need help with. So like picking up and delivering groceries for people, or assembling furniture, or like mounting TVs, moving boxes, organizing spaces, you know, whatever. And if you live near a retirement community, you're probably going to absolutely crush it. Each project on there pays very different from the next. I've seen it anywhere from $20 to $130 per project. Depending on kind of how long each project takes. But there's some really good money to be made on there, so it doesn't hurt to go get signed up and just see if anything pops in your area. But bam, I mean, that's those are your 9 best paying side hustles that you can start doing that's pretty much applicable to nearly anyone's situation. And that's something that's really important, is I made this list very applicable to pretty much anyone. So if you actually have a specific skill set or a unique skill set, you can make a lot more money and you can get a lot more creative with this. Bottom line, if you want to make money kind of doing your own side hustle or doing your own business, find a problem that other people have and then find a solution for it. That's really all it is. And side hustles can be a major change to your life, and I highly recommend every single person gets a side hustle. You can sacrifice a few hours a week from Netflix to make a little bit of extra money, because a side hustle can pretty much take your $50,000 a year salary and bump it all the way up to a $75,000 a year salary. And you're literally in a whole nother weight class. So go get off your butt and make some money. But hopefully this video helped you out a little bit. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. Subscribe for more cash money moolah content like this. I'm always trying to release content that makes your life a lot easier. So you should definitely subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to check out those other videos I mentioned at the beginning of this one. I will leave those linked down below. But that is going to do it for this time. I will see you in the next video.